Hello, my bookish babes. Welcome back. Today we are doing something a little different. We're doing our top 10 fantasy book boyfriends. And this was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life because, girl, this is like putting a kid who loves candy in a candy shop and being like, yeah, only 10. You can only pick 10. How do you expect me to choose? But we did finally narrow it down. You will see that a lot of them share very similar characteristics because, you know, I like what I like. I ask that you bear with me because I am literally just gathering information about these men that I remember off the dome. And I'll be honest, I do not remember shit. Once the book has been put down and has been a couple weeks, good luck, Charlie. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up to our number one spot. Okay, so first we have Amon Diarton. And one thing about me is I love a protector. Someone whose loyalty runs in their blood, okay? You could never pull that shit out. Ever. And this man, oh my God, centuries, eons went by. Fuck, it's like I feel like I can't tell you guys that because that's a spoiler, but just know this is a story about torture through time and love finally wins. No matter what was happening, whether they were together or separated, his loyalty never wavered. There was not even an eye in someone else's direction. Not one. Not one. I was just like, holy shit, to be loved and cherished like that. And again, without giving too many spoilers, I will just say this, he's definitely out of this world. I'm very curious as to how all of that works and feels, you know, the facilities that he has. I'll always be drawn to a character that's a little different from the rest, and that's definitely a big one. This is a man that I highly encourage you to meet, and he's only number 10. And in 9th place, we have Ruhn Danaan from A House of Sky and Breath or some shit like that. I don't know. By Sarah J. Maas. This man is the only one on this list that was able to make it on here purely based off of aesthetic. Like, he's just my type. When you look at the description of Ruhn Danaan, he's alternative. He's got the shaved head, long dark hair, piercings, tattoos, just love it. I can't. I can't even speak. Now, don't get me wrong. There are things about his character and his personality that I do love and appreciate. I think he's a very solid individual, especially within his like relationships. Like, when you're part of the family, you are part of the family, and he will follow through for his people, you know, and that's something, like I said, loyalty. That's my number one thing. Loyalty, honesty, and a personality. Just like, that's it. That's it. And he meets all of those. I find it very fun that he has like that telepathic magic ability. I mean, it really works for all sorts of situations, you know. Maybe you're in a very professional setting and you just want to say a few little spicy things to your partner and it's not the time or the place. Well, in your head, it's always the right time and it's always the right place because nobody else can hear you. And honestly, the party boy aspect of him doesn't really bother me all that much because, like, obviously in the story, you're able to see the trajectory of his love story. So he is very capable of settling down and not indulging too hard in the party boy lifestyle. Now, number 8, when I tell you number 8, he is definitely moving up the list, but I had to leave him at number 8 because we don't really have a clear perspective on like who he is as a partner because his book hasn't come out yet. So number 8 is Azriel from A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Azriel? Let me tell you something. You will not see the other two on this list. I'm so happy for them. I love them for their partners. But for me, personally, no. Azriel sticks with me because he's just so quiet, mysterious. You want to learn more. I don't know. There's something about him that just... And he's got this dangerous vibe to him without really doing much of anything. Like, he does own the room when he walks the fuck up in there. It is so hot. And the fact that he doesn't really feel like he needs to speak unless there's something important to say. He comes in, he handles business. He's not a lot of drama. And I like that. I like that he doesn't try to perform. I feel like with a lot of charismatic people, it's, I don't know. I'm very possessive. So if it was one of those situations where it's like, oh, he's just being nice to someone of the opposite gender, logically, I know, like, chill the fuck out, right? But emotionally, I'm still like, ugh, like, you're a little too nice. You're a little too nice for my liking, okay? And I don't feel like I would have to worry about that with Azriel because he doesn't even talk to the people he does like. So we love. One thing though, real quick, I know this is like an interruption from the natural flow of what we're doing right now, but seriously, I want to have a conversation with you because I have a feeling that Sarah J. Maas is going to take his relationship in one of two ways, okay? We're either going to get Azriel being the filthiest, nastiest, freakiest one of the three of them. And I would eat that shit up. I would. He does give off that kind of vibe where it's like, it's always the quiet ones, you know? It's always the quiet ones you have to watch out for. But I also think due to like his past and because he does come off so intense, I feel like with his partner, it may be the complete opposite from what we pick up from his character, right? He might be a bit of a sub. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, you might catch Azriel out here licking some toes for his girl, okay? I don't think I would be into the foot thing. But yes, like worshiping her, kind of letting her take the reins in, you know, their intimate lives, maybe. I could definitely see that. I could see that as well. And I could eat that up. So it's Azriel. Anything he puts on this plate, I am eating. But back to our scheduled programming. Now we have number 7, which is Xaden Riorson. My house, my chair, my woman will live rent-free in my mind for the rest of my days. First of all, he's a shadow daddy. The minute a shadow daddy walks into the room, I am sat. I am here for the ride, and I'm in love. I don't want to give too much away, but the fact that he's a part of what he's part of. This man leads. I can't. I love capable men. I just do. I do. It's like... I also appreciate that he never sat here and tried to overshadow Violet in any way, shape, or form. I mean, she's powerful as shit, okay? Violet is powerful as fuck. And Xaden kind of has to calm himself down and realize, like, yeah, she's got this. He's there when she needs him to be, and he knows when to back off and kind of let her have her freedom and handle her own problems, because she is also very strong and very capable. So the two of them together, it's great. I love seeing a man who is secure enough within his masculinity, right, that he doesn't feel the need to control. And to some extent, he's kind of made peace with the fact that she's not quite at her full capacity, and she may very well be way stronger than he could have ever thought to be. And he's okay with that. In fact, I think he likes it. Okay. Sorry, I got too excited. So number 6, we have Azer. And let me tell you something. There is a TikTok that I have where I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Blah, 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 you know? Because I hadn't read Powerless yet. Babes. He still has that generic, traumatic past, bit of a dark protective energy that we get from our like dark fantasy MMCs, but it's not his entire personality. A lot of these MMCs who do have these trust issues, this dark background, they wear it on their sleeve. Like, they're broody, they're guarded, they're quiet, they're rude, they're whatever. Don't get me wrong, I actually quite like that. I do like me a broody mean man. Kai has all of those traits, but wrapped up in like this charismatic, flirty bow. The banter, elite. And he's surprisingly very emotionally intelligent. A lot of the fantasy men will have emotional constipation. Like, they are just like allergic to that shit until they finally had enough and they're like, this is my person. You know, with Kai, he had his guard up, don't get me wrong, because again, he does have those characteristics. And also the situation is set up with his love interest in a way that it's like he shouldn't actually like her, but he does. He does let it be known that he's like, hey, I'm flirting and I like you. But she's just kind of here like, well, you flirt with everyone. So, I think that's just kind of your thing. His powers are so cool. I mean, sometimes they can kind of fuck him in the ass a little bit, because if you don't have anybody with a power around you, good luck, Charlie, you're fucked. Luckily, he does have enough combat skill to kind of make up for that, you know, especially if nobody has any powers. But when there are other powers around, oh my god, I think it is so cool to be able to like change shit up. Like, I'm gonna use their power for today because it might be fun to shapeshift, or it might be fun to disappear, or it might be fun to set an illusion and make everybody believe we're somewhere else when we're not. Again, just like with every other man on this list, highly recommend you meet him if you haven't already. Yeah, because I love him. But daddy, I love him. So, talking about the MMC broody blueprint, in 5th place we have Kingfisher from Quicksilver by Callie Hart. Yeah, this is your average fantasy MMC. He is the king of broody. King of glaring, king of pretending not to fucking care, but then obviously caring too much. Your head and your heart are in 2 different places. This is him. This is him. But the fun thing about those characters is like they become super passionate. And he is. He is very passionate. Once that wall is down, oh, it is fun time. It's a fun read. He is very antagonistic with Saris. Like, he flirts, but in a way to like provoke her, and I love that. I think that is so like, I would feed into that. I would have fun with that for sure. He's also definitely like physically my type, obviously. I mean, I think all of them so far have had dark hair, except maybe Amon. I don't think Amon Diarton did. He's either blonde or white hair. I can't remember. Everybody has had dark hair, so everybody has been my type thus far. And honestly, as when we talk about like power, his is not really, at least to my knowledge that I can remember, his is not really all that flashy or showy. Like, he is powerful, but out of the list, it's a bit lacking, right? Like, I definitely don't think he would win a fight against Amon Diarton, for example, or Xaden. No, Xaden would probably wipe the floor with Kingfisher. Well, you know what? No, I take that back. They might be neck and neck. Kingfisher, this might be a spoiler, by the way, I'm so sorry, but Kingfisher did slay a dragon, and Xaden, he rides on dragons all day and has probably had to get rid of his fair share of dragons as well. I'm just talking about, like, let's get rid of the dragon aspect of things. It's just them two only using their power, no combat skills. Xaden will wipe the floor with this man, but I digress. In 4th place, we have Osrik from the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy. And he is, I think, probably the only one on this list who does not have a lick of power. Not one. Okay, he's just very strong. He's got a lot of like tactical leadership capabilities, right? I would never challenge that man to any sort of fight. This man is a mountain of a man, and he is delicious. I will say it, this man, finger licking good. I am so in love with Osrik. It kind of makes no sense because, first of all, he's not even a main character in this book. He's a side character that we don't really get to know much about until way later on. Like, he's in there, he's got his lines, but as far as a love interest or his POV popping up, we only really get like 2 books where he's present in that manner. And even with that little bit of POV from him, oh my god, like this man has infected my mind. If I could describe him, he's very Viking coded, and something about that, the fact that he's so rugged and rough around the edges, he does not give a shit, but then simultaneously he could be so soft for that one person he loves, like that he cares about. Oh my god. And that loyalty, the way he was losing his shit when he thought he was gonna lose her. I'm trying not to give out too many spoilers, so I won't tell you who it is, but oh my god. I think we only really got one like spicy scene. That scene obliterated me. Like, I don't know if it touched some wound I have inside. I don't even know how to begin wrapping my head around what it was that provoked such an intense reaction from me. But dear God, and I know I'm not alone in this because I did talk about this on TikTok and the girlies were agreeing. Oh my god, I love him. Now, 3rd place, this might surprise you, but this is a character that wiggled their way into my heart throughout the first book and never left. When I hear this character's name, This is what happened. Oh my god, I love him. I love him so much. It is Carrion Swift from Quicksilver by Callie Hart. Out of the two, Kingfisher or Carrion, I would rather see Carrion's story. I do love Kingfisher, I do. But there's a reason why he's not in third place, you know? Carrion is very chaotic, funny, charismatic. He's got some demons. We really don't know much about him. We're slowly starting to uncover his story, especially in the last book. We got a little bit of a glimpse behind the curtain of who Carrion is. He's very unfiltered, but in a way that just, you can't be mad at him. He's too likable. He's too fucking likable. He could say the most outlandish shit. He could insult you to your face. You start laughing with him. Oh, that was so funny. Learning that he is who he is, I'm so glad he was given a storyline that was deeper than it seemed initially. The hardest part about doing these top 10 things is like, I want to give you specific moments or even like deeper dives on these characters, but girl, like I cannot tell you certain things if you haven't read it. I am more than excited to learn more about him. So hopefully in this third book, we get even more about him, maybe even just him. Actually, no, because the way Callie left off that last book, I will be so mad if we do not continue that storyline. But anyway, yes, that is third place. And then in second place, I do not think that this will be a surprise to anyone who knows me and knows how I feel about Alchemized by Senlin Yu. Second place goes to Kaine Ferron. Please tell me you are not surprised. This is like, how could he not? Again, physically, not really my type. He's got like the white hair thing going on, but I do not care. This man went through so fucking much. So much. He also is another one who doesn't necessarily fit the exact blueprint of like the broody, walls up type of character. He still does have a personality. Like he is very fun to read, especially in the beginning when he is kind of picking fun at Helena. Don't get me wrong, he is closed off and broody sometimes. Hi besties, so editing Gigi here. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about in this moment currently right now in the video because bitch, I am literally doing my reread of Alchemized. We've even got like little notes in there. Yeah, this man is worse than Kingfisher. This man is so like so broody, so mean, so rude. And like for some reason, all I can remember was just feeling giddy every time I saw him. So that's the only reason that I can come up with for why I did not process him as broody. That is very much wrong, but it's fine. Whatever. Just know that some of this is wrong, but regardless, he's still number 2. Still number 2. We love him. My opinion on that has not changed. B, so self-sacrificial. This man would give up anything to protect Helena. Anything. Himself included. He loves her so fucking much. And I love that he was kind of the first one to initiate things. Helena was sitting here like, oh no, he couldn't possibly like me. He couldn't whatever, blah, blah, blah. She was the one a little bit emotionally constipated in this book. He was like, look, I want you. And he said that even without words. Way before he said that, he was showing it. Actions speak louder than words, and Kaine Ferron is the embodiment of that. He does not expect anything to go right for him. He just wants to be able to make sure that the people he cares about are safe. And right now, that's really only Helena. She is his everything. So I can only imagine what it felt like all those years. I'm not going to clarify much of that. I'm not really going to go into detail about that, but if you know, you know. And seeing him from Helena's point of view, because they worked very closely with each other and they were really the only ones who knew about each other's secrets. Even the other people who were kind of involved were never really involved. You know, they just kind of knew about it, but they never showed up. So these scenes are just them two and the vulnerability that he shows. There are moments where you just want to hold him. You just want to hold him. Be like, cry, baby. It's okay. Protect him at all costs. And then, of course, last but not least, definitely not least, because this is our first place, book boyfriend, Nyktos from the Flesh and Fire series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. If you have not met him, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Immediately pick up the series. Tomorrow, yesterday. Pick it up. This man was protecting this woman before he even had a reason to. This man was in love with this woman before she even knew what he looked like, who he was. Don't get me wrong, he was lying to himself, okay? Again, that emotional constipation wall we got going on. He definitely had that. When we go back and we get his perspective on like how everything went down, oh my God, this man is just something else. And then on top of that, he's literally a god. Like, he is the primal of death. How do you get more powerful than that? How? You don't. When I'm telling you, the action scenes, they were so hot because he's just so powerful. I'm like, this man has me in a chokehold. I don't think there will ever be anyone who will knock Nyktos out of first place. The world will probably freeze over before somebody will be able to take his place. And that's just facts. And when we talk about self-sacrificial, this is another one. This is another one who will do anything, put himself in harm's way just to make sure that nothing happens to anyone he cares about. Again, loyalty, big top thing, okay? Even when we see him in the From Blood and Ash series, he is still protecting her. It never stops. He is so head over heels in love. Imagine building a pool. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention with Amon Diarton. He built a fucking castle for the woman he was in love with. Yeah, he should probably be higher up on the list, but I don't think about him as often, so that's why he's a little lower down. Nyktos, he's actually, I can't even sit here and say that he's broody. Like, I do not get that vibe from him at all. He's generally just a powerful character. So you feel him and you feel that power. You feel that dominance. He's devoted. He's an amazing lover. Oh, also, did I mention he is our only MMC virgin? This man is thousands of years, okay, maybe, no, yeah, I think thousands of years old, and he's a virgin. First of all, that's a new thing for me, so that's why I liked it. I like things that are like different. I'm just like, oh yes, immediately, yes, I like that you did something that I'm not seeing a lot of. And then B, I don't know why I thought that was so hot. Sarah was actually the one who had more experience than him, which was very interesting to see. It was very interesting to see. I could go on and on about this man, like, he's so perfect. He's so perfect. If I were to create the perfect man for me, it is Nyktos. It is Nyktos. Maybe like minus all the, you know, the primal of death stuff, because that's not really realistic. But yeah, we're cooking here. We're cooking. So anyway, that is going to be it. That is going to be all. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been a little scatterbrained. So if this video is all over the place, I'm sorry, and I appreciate you sticking around despite that. I plan on continuing this series of like my bookish top 10s. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep all of them spoiler free. So again, I will just let you know and keep timestamps and all that. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me on any of these men, or if you hate any of these men. That's fine too. Especially with Carrion. I need a Carrion hater. I need to know what your perspective is and what your reasons are for not liking him, because I have yet to meet someone who does not like him. I want to explore that perspective for a little bit. So anyway, let me know in the comments down below. But other than that, besties, make sure you take care of yourselves, drink lots of water, read lots of books, specifically smut, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.